All right, Jedarian. In this video, we're going to cover customer support. Man, I wish I wouldn't have got that little beep in the middle of it, but I did. I have a meeting coming up in 10 minutes, so we're going to cut this one. Actually, we won't cut it. Customer support is actually really straightforward. Think of any time you've ever bought something. And if you've had a question, you want an outlet of where to go. As an example, some of the frustrations, we use in one of our other softwares a well-known landing page management software, one of our other companies. Because the landing pages are happening outside of Jedarian, we've already talked about that, but we have one, and they're well-known and they're big. And you know what? We spend a few $100 a month on just so that I can have a landing page up on this other platform. Long story short, some things happen and I have to go through their automated system. And then I finally get through the automated system. They can't answer any questions. It needs to go to customer support, and their customer support center answers emails every 48 hours. By the time we were done, we were like 7 days in. If I didn't know the owner and kind of like their software, we probably would have quit and took off. So I'm giving experience of anything that you've ever bought. You want somebody to be able to respond somehow, right? So just think of your customer support as if you were the buyer of somebody else's things. So as an example, we've already talked about in Jedarian, we're white labeling your customer support emails. So when somebody joins, they get your email. It's a good idea to have somebody check on that every 24 hours just to see what people might need. There might be money in your customer support. People are like, how do I buy? I had a problem with this. I'm not really sure about this. What does the program entail? There's money in that. And then there's money in people emailing saying, hey, I've got a problem, or, I'm not really sure that this program's for me. Well, if you respond in an eloquent way, hey, Greg, I totally understand that you're saying that, or your question about, is this the right program for you? I'd love to ask this question, and then drop a couple questions on them, get a response back. In this scenario, we're calling this saving the sale. In a previous video, I also told you that one of the things that I do when I take over a software company or take over a company in general is take over customer support. In customer support, it'll tell you, if you pay attention, everything that you need to know about your service and what people don't understand. Because remember, we're coming at something, we're jumping the gap, that conversation. We're coming at something from our mindset today. We just assume everybody knows how to either operate, maybe it's Jedarian, or to operate your technology, your software, your program, your communications. And sometimes people don't. They're like who you were 5 years ago, and they're a little lost, right? So being able to eloquently respond and maybe track how many customer support tickets you're receiving on a specific topic, you go, oh, you know what? I have an idea. If I go change my autoresponder series for my onboarding and I add this one thing, it'll alleviate these 15 support requests. Well, now compound that over like 4 years, right? It's not 15 requests, it's hundreds of requests. And then if you grow big, man, it could be thousands. So customer support, handling it appropriately, isn't just about you doing extra work. It's about learning how your clients are operating your platform, your technology, and ways that you can better serve them. If they're always getting confused on this one thing that you teach, well, maybe that's telling you that the type of client that you have coming on isn't as articulate, or they need one extra video or one extra call to talk about this one topic. Because you see it and you're like, everybody's going to understand, but this customer support is gold. It's literally your lifeblood. You handle this correctly, you're not going to have chargeback issues, you're not going to have high refund issues. You're going to have refunds for sure because people don't stay on products and programs forever. And you're going to get to decide, what refund looks like. You're going to get to decide how you want to respond to customer support. What happens if somebody dials in and they're just angry? Dials in, types in, and they're angry. How do you want to respond? Right? This is up to you. I just suggest that you pay attention in here because this is literally gold. This will save we've already talked about it. This saves your chargebacks, this saves your customers. This allows them to better consume the product that you have by you just listening to what people have to say. Now you can have support inside the app. You could create a user, called customer support inside the user. You could go into the Blue portal, create that, make them a free client, just say free. That means that customer support has access to everything and they never have to buy. That's what free means in that Blue portal. And you could, have one of your staff or even you answer questions from support, knowing that people are going to be DMing support in the app. You just get to check it. Then you just get to decide how you really want to handle this. The important thing for you to know is just how important it is. It's way more than just responding to people who are unhappy. It's about learning who it is that are your clients and making edits, changes, upgrades, additions to better support them, which in the long run better supports you, makes you more money. And isn't that what we want? We're here to impact the world and make, a ton of money. I'm thinking metric ton, like crap ton, shit ton, something like that. I don't know if I can say that, but I'm inside Jedarian and this is our platform, so I'm pretty sure I can say that. And yeah, that's a physical term. It's a ton. And it saves a lot of money just by allowing people to reach out and touch somebody. It's going to cost you a little bit more. It's going to cost you a little bit of time. Maybe it costs you an employee, but that piece pays for itself. Just consider all the times that you've wanted to talk to somebody at Jedarian and you've got somebody. 24 to 48 hours, you've got somebody. Sometimes a lot faster than that. All just depends on the topic and how buried it is. And is this a bug that you're talking about? Is this an idea for a new product or a new service that we can add? All of that depends, but there's always somebody here to answer the questions. We want everybody to feel white gloved. Not always can we respond in 2 hours. That's not expected of you. It's not really expected of us, but it is expected that somebody responds and they care about what's happening. And you would want the same thing from any product you buy. So just consider that this support center is probably one of your top 2 or 3 most important areas of your entire system when it comes to your clients, your money, and then also just your peace of mind. Nobody wants to answer the same question 50 times, but if you track it and then you figure out where else you can put it inside your automation of your system so that it answers it, boom, you just freed up more time. You made more money. Okay, my beautiful friend, I'll see you in a minute.